Hey, Bayek, it's me, Ian. And here we are again. It's another Carry On film review. Yeah, we're at number 16. So this is the 16th Carry On film. And it is Carry On Up the Khyber. Aye, Up the Khyber from 1968. Wow, what a treat this is, I'll tell you. It's another historical one. Yes, the Carry On team go back again in history. Yes. Now it's 88 minutes long, usual standard. And here, by Rotten Tomatoes, they give it 78%, which is pretty good. And generally, this did very well, apparently, in the box office. In Britain, it was the second biggest taking film of the year. Wow. I know. So Carry On again is proving very popular. And the Rank organisation, of course, now we're very happy to have the Carry On words back in the title, which is good. Now, this we had Carry On Doctor, the brilliant Carry On Doctor we just had. And guess what, folks? Yes, it's what you've been all waiting for. I know every time I hear this, but next installment is Carry On Camping, by Eck from 1969. That's the next one. So, you've all been asking for that one, but we'll get to that next week. Is it as good as you all think it is? Haha, yeah, we will see. We will see. Now, the first thing I think I'd just like to point out is some more people you're thinking, cranky, they're not here. Barbara Windsor's not here again. And neither is Jim Dale. Now, Jim Dale's been in a lot. He's had quite a very long run. But he's not in this one. Okay, we'll get to that. And the cast in a minute. So, as usual, it's written by Talbot Rothwell and produced by Peter Rogers and directed by Gerald Thomas. Yes, so it's the usual team. What can go wrong? Nothing, you will say. No, apparently the production was all smooth, fantastic. We had the normal location filming this time, which always now is adding to the productions. They did a week in Wales, North Wales, beneath Snowdon. Yes. And that was for the scenes in India, the Khyber Pass. Yeah, it's in Snowdon. It looks good. And then, of course, Pinewood Studios. Wow. What a job they do at Pinewood Studios. Amazing sets. And it really brings these historical, colourful, just everything about them. It's just outstanding, the work they do at Pinewood Studios. I'm amazed. And the music, again, is by Eric Rogers. Always adds that extra special carry-on touch to the music. Fantastic, isn't it? So let's get into the cast. The cast, you're saying, yes. Well, it's Sid James. He's here again. He is called Sir Sidney Rough Diamond. Yeah, he loves these names, doesn't he? Talbot Rothwell writing these names. He loves having some fun, I can tell you. Then we've got Kenneth Williams, the wonderful Kenneth Williams, playing the Qazi of Calabar. Now, I think straight away you can say with this story, they couldn't do it nowadays. They don't like this idea of people, white people, playing like Indian characters. It's just considered wouldn't do that, but here it is, and it's all good fun. It is really, but nowadays you wouldn't be allowed. But hey, it's good. It's good in this film. It's funny, and that's what it is. Then we've got Charles Hawtrey. He's a daft as a brush, isn't it? He plays Private Jim Whittle, and it's just Charles Hawtrey, isn't it? Then I say it every week, we've got Joan Sims. She's always so reliable. She's here. She's funny. She's playing Lady Joan Rough Diamond, who Sidney, her husband, always seems to want to get rid of her. He's not keen on her. He doesn't like her. He doesn't like her at all, his wife. And there's so much funny comedy elements involved with all that. It really is funny. And she plays it beautifully. They both do. They both interact really well. It's so funny. And then we've got Bernard Breslow again. And this time, yes, he's playing another character called Bungdit Din. Oh, yes, he's like we've seen him in previous ones. He plays these characters really well. He's so funny. Then we've got Peter Butterworth again. He's so reliable, isn't he? He plays Brother Belcher. Oh, Brother Belcher, what a name. And then we've got an appearance by Terry Scott. Yeah, Terry Scott, who actually we haven't seen in a Carry On film since Carry On Sergeant. They want a very big part in that, but he was in Carry On, and he's back. Terry Scott. He plays Sergeant Major McNutt. McNutt. What a name. And then we have a guest appearance, really. It's the only Carry On film he appeared in. He's Roy Castle. Yes, Roy Castle. He plays Captain Keen. And very good he is. He's very good, is Roy Castle. We saw him, of course, in Doctor Who and the Daleks. I had to mention you can get a Doctor Who reference. The first Dalek film with Peter Cushing, 1965. Also, he was in an Amicus anthology film, the very first one, which was Dr. Terror's House of Horrors, 1965. I remember he plays the jazz musician, trumpet, and of course he was a great musician, was Roy Castle. Massive entertainer. Of course, in later years became famous with the Record Breakers or his children, but a really talented entertainer, an all-round entertainer. And here he is. He's in a Carry On film doing some comedy. Fantastic. Then we've got Cardew Robinson playing the Fakir. Yes, you have to be careful how you say that one. And he was a comedian, another comedian doing a Carry On film, theatre, TV, that kind of thing. Apparently, they had in mind Tommy Cooper to do this as well, but no. Frankie Howard as well was even talked about, but no. I think Frankie Howard was very busy doing some other things, and I don't know what happened with Tommy Cooper. Crikey, that would have been interesting, wouldn't it, Tommy Cooper? Yes, but no. He didn't do that. Then I haven't mentioned any females apart from Joan Sims. We've got the return of Angela Douglas, and this is her last Carry On film. She plays Princess Jelly. Very good she is. Remember, she was in Carry On Cowboy, 1965. Carry On Screaming, 1966. And Carry On, Follow That Camel, 1967. So there she is. Then we've got, in a very small role as usual, he always pops up in a small role, we've got Peter Gilmore, the ever reliable Peter Gilmore. His name really creases me up with what he's called. He's called Private Ginger Hale. Oh, yes. It's all there. It's a very small role, but he's there. It's a face you recognize. He's there. Yeah. It's just so funny. So you're saying, what is this historical carry-on film based on? Well, it's set in India during the 1890s. And Sir Sidney Rough Diamond, he's in charge of looking after the British outpost near the Khyber Pass. Yes. And it's protected by the notorious kilted the foot and mouth regiment. Foot and mouth regiment. But the locals fear them. They know them as the devils in skirt because they're kilted. They've all got kilts on. But what is under those kilts? Are they wearing underwear? Ah, yes, they're not so invincible then. Yes, this is the joke that is going through the film. And it all leads to so many situations as the story progresses about that. And of course, if they're not feared, then, well, they can be overthrown, the British, yes, in this outpost, because the locals can rise up. Led, of course, by Kenneth Williams' character, the Qazi of Calabar. Yes, so there's loads and loads of jokes about this, and it's just, that's how the story progresses, and it's so funny. As usual, it's wonderful, but there's also a lot of, usual sort of jokes, like they keep going on about tiffin. We're taking tiffin, and Sidney James keeps going on about that. It's kind of a running gag. But one of the really interesting scenes is this dining scene where they're all sat around eating, and they've been attacked basically, and as they're eating, all these bits of stuff's falling down, and it's all chaos going on around them, and it's just fascinating. It's so funny the way they're doing it. It's so well choreographed. You can tell the way say that he's still eating. Being British, of course. British. We could. We're here. We're stand up to anything. We can do it. We can still eat. And yes, no matter what's going on, we can be British. Yes. Yeah, it's all there. It's wonderful. It's so funny. You can't help but love it. Really, you can't help it. Really. Highly recommended. It's another great carry-on film. But they've all got their own charm, I'll tell you. But some more maybe than others. But this one is a definite, real good, outstanding one. And I think that's it, really. Now, just a word. Here we are again. It's from here on this brilliant box set. If you haven't got it, you should get it. It's well worth it. And there's an interesting extra as well on here. On this particular one, we've got Carry On Laughing Extra episode, which is The Sobbing Cavalier. And of course, I loved it immediately because it's about the English Civil War. You know how much I love about all the English Civil War, Charles I, Cromwell, and all that stuff. Well, the Carry On team are doing their version here. Yes, The Sobbing Cavalier. Not The Laughing Cavalier, The Sobbing Cavalier. It's funny. I just loved it. There's loads of references. Fantastic. Anyway, well, I'll just mention that. That's one of the extras on here. And that's my review. And so next time, it's the big one, so they say, if you pardon the expression. It's Carry On Camping next. So be ready for that. Anyhow, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. First time you see me, look at else what I do. I do on movies, TV series, all stuff, music, bit of this, bit of that, collecting, all sorts. Please subscribe. And if you haven't, please do it, because we'll let you know when I produce all these videos. And also, if you like it, give it a like, please, because that helps with algorithms, so more people might actually enjoy, or maybe not, and they might not enjoy it, but, it'd be great to do that. And if you got any comments, please put your comments down, because I love to read what you say about everything, Hey, Becky, you can't beat it, really. I love hearing from you. And that's it. Yes, thank you so much. And all I gotta say is, I'll see thee again.